Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. If you are new here, my name is Pedro and in today's video I bring you another build for my challenge of building Mount Komorebi. So in today's video, I decided to build a house for one of the townies. So with this challenge, I will not be doing new families. Probably I will do just one or two, but I will use the Townies. It came originally, and the family is made by EA. So the family I choose today is the one who have the girl who lost her parents, and she decided to move to her grandparents' home. She's very interested in the winter sports, so skiing and snowboard. She have really good skills. She's a teen, and their grandparents, they have a little bit of odd affair with another family from this pack. So I decided, because they are a more traditional family and defending more traditional values, I decided to change the lot they were. So they were in the more like traditional neighborhood, and I decided to move them to the mountain because of the interest of the girl by the snow sports, and because I think living in a mountain is quite traditional. And this pack, I really enjoy it. So the build we are seeing today is in the mountain. First of all, I want to apologize because I don't have the actually building footage. So when I noticed, it was quite late. So then when I start record and was just when we were starting already the furniture, and here we are seeing already I'm making one of the bathrooms. I'm using for the first time the bathtub, and I'm using the wallpaper. So that wallpaper is really pretty. It came with Snowy Escape, is the one who have like the mountain drawers, or you have like the cat drawer, depends of what do you choose. I've been having a lot of fun with this pack, and let me tell you, it was very difficult to build this lot in the snow because it's difficult to idealize how it's going to look like outside of the snow. So I was trying to be very careful of painting the roof because the roof is covered in snow, the outside, to make sure everything was covered and everything was actually painted. But I think at the end I made a good result. I've been enjoying a lot this wood texture. I decided to put outside more dark tones and inside more natural wood tones to contrast a little bit with the dark of the outside, but at the same time, because it's in a snow place, I really enjoy it. As you can see, we are still using platforms. I'm having a lot of issues with the platforms in this building. I think it came like a bug from the patch, and they're trying to sort it out. I had some issues with stairs. They can't go up the stairs. They can't go up to the platform, or going to the bed is on the top of a platform. And actually, all the building is function, but this kind of issues is nothing I can do because it's the game himself not assuming the platforms, so they can't go up to the platforms, and I don't know why. So this house is a little bit elevated, so we will change the terrain later to give a more dynamic to the building. And I will be sincere, since this expansion came out and I start building for this challenge, it's the first time I actually using a lot of the terrain build, like to transform the terrain, to put higher, low, not the platforms, but the terrain himself. I'm using a lot of it, and I think it really brings me to make different aesthetic of homes. So here we are seeing already the entrance and the living room. I'm really happy with the living room. We have a really good view. I love the effect of because it's a snowy place. the windows, they are like foggy, they're like freezed, because it's like the heat inside, the cold outside. And I think they made a really, really good job with that aesthetic. I'm not gonna lie, I had some issues when I was play testing, beside the testing of the stairs and the platforms. So I was with the older couple, and in front of this house, we will have a hot spring. So I put them to shower and I sent them to the hot spring, and they got kind of stuck inside of the hot spring, and that will make them die after by freezing in the cold. So they are inside of the hot spring and they freeze to death inside of it. I was quite confused. I'm not sure if it should work like that, because it's a hot spring, and even if you go to the onsen, it's outside. So I was quite confused. So this building is divided in two sides. We have the side of like more the grandparents, where is the entrance, the living room, and the room, and then we have the second side where is the kitchen and the dining space. And I decided like to put a ladder, like when the granddaughter changed to this home, they updated this side of the house so she can have her own room. And that's what we're gonna see here. So the kitchen is really beautiful. I really, really like how it ended up the kitchen in this building. We have an island in the middle with the stove. We will have some dishwasher. They are a little bit more expensive house than the previous one I have done. But this actually is the first one I'm doing for the Townies. We will have more two Townies to make homes, and I would think I will swap them around and I change the place they used to be. Probably the one who were in the very big lot, I'm thinking to keep them there, but I'm not sure yet what I will do with that family. So here we are using a lot of very bright and clear tones of wood again. So all of this house is in this very raw material wood, and I really, really like it. I'm using majority of, if not all, I think I didn't use any extra packs, so this is just Snowy Escape and based game. I will confirm, but I'm quite sure that it is for the video today. It's just Snowy Escape, and I'm having plenty of fun. It's quite difficult to mix a little bit of the other packs in this new pack, and I believe it's because this is very characteristic. It's a very, very strong pack, but it's quite difficult to mix. I will try to bring another ones in the next buildings, but it's been quite difficult for me to mix and match with the other packs. So at the beginning, we are seeing now the room of the granddaughter, and this room at the beginning it have this display, but when we will see the end result in my tour, I swapped them, so I changed them to the other side because it was not working properly and was easier for me to change it. We will put a platform here. We will see in a second. She have a computer. I love this room because she have a lot of items. I was trying to make her love by snowboarding showing up. So she have like the skis, she have like the snowboard on the wall, a lot of decorations and posters. I'm really, really happy with this room. This room is on the top of the kitchen, so as you can see, you have the ladder as we are seeing before. We are soon jumping to the grandparents' room. For her, she don't have a toilet, so she will need to use the bathroom from the common space on near to the living room, and her grandparents will have an in-suite bathroom. here we are just, because she's a teen, we are just putting some clutter of like backpacks and books for her because of her studies. And we will have a cork board on the wall just to give some more decoration. I really, really like this room. I think it came out really pretty. It's very, very pretty. I love the views and the windows, and the building is quite traditional, and I really, really enjoying to make that. I definitely want to try to make a more modern building with all of this and the platforms on the roof, but that will be for another building. So now we're jumping directly in the grandparents' room. They have a very nice open view through the living room, and here will be the bathroom. So it's going to be an in-suite bathroom. It will have a shower. It always have the toilet separated for the rest of the bathroom, and I noticed that is very traditional, and it's very common to find the toilets is separated. Even if it's inside of the bathroom, they are usually separated from the rest of the bathroom, or they are actually outside. You can see two doors, and you don't need to go inside of the bathroom or the shower room or the toilet to go to use one or another. The grandparents' room will be much more traditional. It will have a wardrobe, and it will have some chairs. I'm having a lot of fun with these heaters. I'm not gonna lie, when I was playtesting, it was quite difficult to make them live here in the mountain because the heaters they were working, but the sims were always like cold. It's like freezing to death, and I was like, what can I do? And I'm not sure if they will change that, but it looks like even when you are inside, you need to have the winter clothes. So basically, if you live here, as far as I understand, you need to always be in winter clothes. So it doesn't have like a last. It's freezing because it's snowing, but it doesn't have a last weather, so you are able to use another type of clothes. So I'm still figuring out that part. Here on this room is on the top of the grandparents' room, so we have another ladder, and it's like a skill build room. We have a wooden table, we have a chest, we have an easel. So I imagine the grandmother, she loved to paint, the grandfather to being so traditional to work with wood and make these statues. So I took some of them from Debug to decorate this room. And we are almost jumping on the outside of this building. So in the outside of this building, we will have a hot spring. It was very difficult to choose foliage for the outside, but was difficult, but was easy at the same time, because all the time you try to place something, it will show to you how it's going to look in the snow. And some of them are just like the veins of the trees. Some of them are like that. And I was trying to choose something who was giving us some greenery, and these bushes, they were not dying. Some of them are completely green just because they are covered by the roof. So we have like the extension of the roof. This wall decoration, this foliage on the outside was working very well in the snow too, so I decided to use it, and we will have a more bamboo outside in the other side. I was not doing much of outside decoration because it was not worth it to have flowers or to have flower bushes, because everything will be dead. In the front of the house, we're using platforms to make the stairs, to have access to the house, and I'm really, really happy with the end result. It's really, really pretty. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. We are almost finishing this speed build for today. It was quite fast, was quite simple, but we will have the tour and I will show you everything in more detail. And I was really, really happy. We will have some outside seating. We will see that in just a second, with the fireplace and some flowers, and because they are covered, they look nice, and we have some seating outside. And yeah, I think that will wrap it up, our speed build. So as you can see, I'm putting more bamboos there covered. And now we will put some lights, and we will finish it up with the outside seating in a second. I love these lanterns. They came in the very different colors, and some of them came with moss outside, and they are really, really pretty. I decided in the front to make a kind of a Zen garden, but because it have a hole in the middle, so the bamboos, they go outside, it has some snow too, so it's like a mix of snowing and normalized building. So here is the outside seating, and yeah, I think this will wrap it up, the speed build, and we will jump very, very soon to the tour of this building. So without further ado, let's jump into the tour. And here we are in our final building. I'm really, really happy with the end result. It looks really, really pretty. As you can see, it's a little bit of a nighttime and have all the lights on. It looks really, really pretty. I'm really happy with the end result, and I'm so excited for you guys to use this building in your game. So without further ado, let's jump into the building. As you can see from the front, we have two buildings. We have the hot springs and we have the Zen garden. This lot is in front of the slopes and is in the mountain, so we will have another building on the side, and then we have that car things who take you to the mountain. So let's have an overview outside. If we go here to the back, we have the outside seating, and the back is quite plain, but is really pretty too. So let's go inside. So if we go through the platforms to the first building here, we see the entrance. So here we have our entrance with the step, so the Sims can remove their shoes, very traditional in this pack. We have the snow equipment, you can leave it there, and here we have our first bathroom. So we have a bathtub, we have the showers, the sinks. I'm really, really happy. We have a step here too, and here we have the toilet. So if we go through this corridor, we have a door to meet the kitchen, and here we have the living room, and here is our grandmother enjoying her new space. So we have a fireplace, we have a quite old traditional television. I was quite happy to include that here to give a more traditional vibe, and here we have just a relaxing area. We can have our tea and we can read something. If we go up the stairs, we meet the grandparents' room. It's very simple. It's very minimalistic, like Japanese homes. My idea they are, and I really, really like all of this decoration and minimal things. So here we have in-suite bathroom, we have a sink, we have the shower, and we have the toilet. And if we go up to the ladder, we are meet with the skill build room. So we have the easel, we have the chess table, and on this side we have the work wooden table. And that's it for this side. So if we go down and we go through this door, we will have an outside space. So there is where you can leave your skis and snowboard. And on this side, we have the trash cans, so the recycled trash cans. If we go through this door, we are met in the kitchen, and I'm really, really happy with this kitchen. I love the island. Excuse me, the plates. The Sims are not cleaning up themselves. And we have all of these appliances they need. On this side, we have the kotatsu table, we have the tatami mat, and then we have stairs, so a ladder to go up, and we have our young room. So it's in a pinkish, you have a lot of snow, you have the skis there, snow equipment. It's really, really pretty. I'm really, really happy with this room, and I think it suits her really, really well. So if we go outside, here we have the front, so we have a massive view to the slopes, and if we go to this side, we have gates to go inside of the Zen garden if you want to relax or meditate. And there on the corner we have our outside fireplace and seating area. And yes, this will wrap it up, this building and this tour. And of course we have the hot springs in the front. And yes, I'm really, really happy. I will leave all the links in the description below with the direct links for the gallery if you are interested to download this. And thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy it, please don't forget to leave a like, to subscribe, to have more content like this. It will be very, very helpful. And I will see you all in the next one.